heel against the wall.
Well, afternoon folks, how are we doing?
Hi everyone!
Right, just having a bit of a test today. As you know, we've had loads of issues with drift recently. We've updated them all, they're all okay now, and we're just seeing if they're all working together.
They're all synced together, and Sean's in operation of everything now, so I can't be blamed for anything.
I know, yeah, so if it all goes wrong now, it's all my fault. But to be fair, we have had a nightmare just trying to do it. We had to pull over at the side of the road and re-purr everything and all sorts. But
Stopping and starting.
it happens though, doesn't it? It happens.
We usually come down here on the mountain bikes, don't we?
I know, it's usually a cut through on mountain bikes, this. But yeah, first, just this, well, it's about an hour ago, she got back from Edinburgh. She went up seeing Ellie and Merv. They live in Kelso in Scotland.
Oh, gorgeous place, little Kelso. Shout out to everybody for making me so welcome.
And as always, the van pulls out on us.
Why did he do that just? He waited until we were, on top of him.
He had his nose out then and waited till we were on thingy of him. Oh. What would a day be without somebody pulling out on you there?
So yeah, we went to Scotland on Friday to straight after work to meet up with the two people that we met on our tour.
Ellie and Merv, you mean?
Ellie and Merv, and yeah, had a brilliant weekend, fantastic weekend.
It was about a 3.5 hour drive for you, wasn't it?
Yeah. Going there wasn't too good, but coming back was easy peasy.
I was meant to go as well, but as always, my Saturday dropped on that at work and I couldn't get out of it. I only do one Saturday in every 4, and it always seems drop on when something comes up.
Because it has to coincide with my holidays as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit with fair being a teacher. Obviously, everything we do has got to go around half term and all that. But I don't know. These things happen, don't they? These things happen.
What a beautiful day it is today.
Just followed this van all day by the looks of it.
Oh, I had the van I was behind for hours on the A road coming out of Kelso to Carlisle. If I pronounced that right.
Yeah, so we're hoping all this drift business now, we're hoping we're all up and running and it's all working.
Yeah.
If you looked at the last episode of the tour where we nearly had a bump, we must have had about 20 or 30 clips on there which were just a second long.
I know.
With no reason for it, honestly. It has done that once before on our, where was it going? I think we did.
We had a dodgy SD card, didn't we?
Yeah, well, that's what we put it down to. I think we thought we had a dodgy SD card, so we put it down to that. And on that one, there were loads of clips that were just as like 1 or 2 seconds and had gone off. Now this time, I don't know whether both remotes were interfering with each other. I don't know. I've honestly no reason for it, but we put the clips on. And we're like, oh, for Christ's sake, I remember recording it as well. And it's like just a second long. Or there's one fail beyond and I'm not, or I'm on the phase not. It's been a nightmare, so that's why the clips have been so short, just in case you're wondering why they were only short ones. But yeah, we nearly had that bump in Belgium. I know a few people have been going on, you've got this going, you've got that going. It wasn't really that. I've been riding bikes for 33 years now. I've been driving trucks for the same. It's just one of those things. You can get distracted by anything. Bird walking past with the short skirts and you glance over, this will be great. It's out. It can be anything in the world. But it was just one of those perfect storm things, wasn't it? I was glancing down as that's broken. Anyway, I thought he held it quite well, anchored on.
You did excellent, babe.
And at the time, to be fair, it were no big deal. We're driving all the time. This is not being big-headed, I don't mean anything like that, but I drive wagons all day long, that's all I do. So stuff like that does happen, and it doesn't faze me like that. It was just one of those things. It happens. We anchored up, no big deal, and it's made good footage, hasn't it? So All's well that ends well.
Surprised everybody, didn't they? They didn't know when it was coming.
I know, well, I knew when it was bloody coming. Hey, to be honest, we didn't really see that till the other day. We'd not really looked back at it. As I said, it was no big deal. So, we didn't really think notes of it. And we wasn't going to put it up. Like a few people said, we could have easily just edited that out. And it looks like it's plain sailing, but there's nobody on this planet, honestly. Well, I know there's got to be people, I've never done it. But there's not really going to be anybody that said they've never took their eye off the ball for a minute and something's happened. It happens, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. We need to give a shout out to the kind guy who's given the other drift
I know,
to us.
I was going to. I've had his name in my head all the time. He's just gone. I'll throw your name up here now, mate. We do appreciate it. He's,
definitely.
It's in our drama where our camera got knocked over. It destroyed the light. The camera was actually still working. Well, saying it was still working. It was in bits, but it was still working. But all the displays knackered. It wouldn't switch on and off for some reason. I don't know. The buttons must be knackered underneath, so we had to take the battery out for it to stop. And somebody's seen that. Like I said, I'll put your name up now, mate. I'm sorry for forgetting. I've had it in my head all the time. I'm sure it's Stephen Sunday. Anyway, I'll put it up. And he said, I've got a couple of spare ones. You can have this one if you want. I said,
And that was it. It was posted to us.
Yeah, I said, I can't really tell. You know, it's a bit too generous. That were only normal folks, like, you know what I mean? But he said it wasn't a problem. He'll get more use with us. So I said, if you don't mind, like, so giving me address. Never really thought notes of it, and then next minute it's there, registered post, new drift. Well, not a new one, but his old drift, but it's only what we're using.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, so it's
in use right now.
Yeah, it's in use right now, buddy. That's the one up there. That one there, mate. No, it's not that one. It's the one.
Sure?
No, it's not. It's the one I've got on. It's this one. That one.
It's that one on his lid.
We've got three the same now. I don't know where we are. No, I've got that one on my helmet. So we'll be curious to see how this has come out. So if you're watching this now, it's obviously worked.
I know. I'm going to need another coloured dot.
Like I said, we won't be rabbiting on a bit on this just to make sure it works, folks. So sorry for us going on and on and on and on and on and on. I tell you what, it's nice getting back out on bloody bike.
It's great on a gorgeous day as well, isn't it?
You know what? I've just insured the bike again. It was only, I was looking the other day and the insurance had run out. And as you do, went online, did comparisons and all that. And I went on that, I don't know whether it's the right way around. Is it Hodgson and Mackenzie or Mackenzie and Hodgson? Whichever. Obviously Neil Mackenzie and Niall Mackenzie. Sorry, Niall Mackenzie and Neil Hodgson.
I'll stick it up.
And yeah, it went on there, and their quotes are mad cheap. I know a lot of people have commented on it saying it's like an unbelievable, really good insurance company, and I was a bit sceptical, you know, because they're ex-superstar, World Superbike, British Superbike racers and all that, like. But I went on the quotes. It was just about the same as the two cheapest ones, but there's no admin fees if you change it. Like say if you change details on bike, putting a different bike in or changing address or anything like that. You know when you do it with insurance, like, oh, it's got to be a £25 administration fee, even though they're doing it online. And there's none of that with this. And you got free European breakdown insurance. Free European breakdown. So basically, the monthly payments, I was paying monthly, is nearly half what we was paying. Unbelievable, isn't it? So, thumbs up to that if anybody fancies it. I know everyone's different. You put a quote in, and what's good for some people isn't always good for the other one. But is it Mackenzie or Hodgson Mackenzie? I can't remember.
You'll have an email that'll give you the proper name.
Anyway, then. So they've just done the biz. No problem at all. Straight on. So highly recommended. Like I said, they weren't the cheapest, but then when you looked at the monthly payments, with their interest rates not being like out anything at all, it actually worked out just as cheap as the cheapest one. But then you got the free well, I won't say it's free, it was included free European breakdown insurance with AXA, and I've used that before, and they've worked a treat. So wheel bearing went on my ZX7, and they were out within an hour, picked the bike up, took me home in it. And one of the lads used him in Spain. He dropped his bike and it caused a bit of damage. It was still rideable, but as it was going along, it was like, ooh, and there was something wrong. It was a GSXR 1100, you know, one of the old ones. And yeah, I don't know whether the carbs had gone out of balance or something, because it was on the floor on its side with throttle wide open because he was trying to save it. and he had his hand on throttle wide open, and it started smoking, and eventually he just gave up the ghost, and they come out, brought him a hire car on trailer, took his bike, dropped him a Vauxhall Corsa off.
Excellent.
And I'm going back a bit now, like I said, but yeah, it was a Vauxhall Corsa, it was like the smallest engine one, although you're not asked if your bike's broke down and you're in Spain. It was the smallest engine Corsa, so what, everybody just took all the luggage off the bikes, threw it in boot to this Corsa, 2 pillions got off and got in the car. And he sort of just followed us around at a steady pace, which was like the better of 2 evils, wasn't it? You know what I mean? He could have got, they would have paid for him to go straight home if they wanted, but he's like, no, I want to carry on. It's only like 3 days into tour. So yeah, sorted him out. I hope that's working then, is it working?
Yeah, it's on red.
Is it flashing red? I don't even know, am I flashing red? I can't see, I can't even bother bending down a vote, but we're hoping so. Oh, look at that, you pull out, mate, another white bloody... Honestly, it's like missing a fly, this he gets behind that white vans. I'll tell you what, folks, we'll turn this off for a second while we're behind this, and I'll throw you back on in a minute. See you in a
Bye.
bit. Well, it seems to be working anyway, folks. And like I said, if you're watching this, it has worked. Yeah, so next year we're hoping to tour America. We're hoping to anyway, and that's the plan up to now. That is the plan.
The American
Something
dream.
Like that. Something like that.
Oh, can't wait. Can't wait.
We've had no luck with traffic today, folks. No matter what roads we've been down, we've been behind cars, so we have put it on anyway. Hey, bike show on 23rd. Can't wait. Love going there. As I said, we go on the train just because we have a drink and if you want to buy out. And like I say, I've been going to bike show for about 20 odd bloody years, and we used to go on the bikes, and I just couldn't get walking around with bike gear on all day. At that time of year as well, you're either cold or you piss right through, 1 or 2, and from us, from where we are, it's not really a nice ride though, it's just up the M6, so yeah, we train it. You know, make a day of it then and get the train into Birmingham and have a few scoops there before coming home. Be a great day out.
Oh, it's brilliant. And it's great if we meet loads of people as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just you meet a lot of people that you speak to on here, and you put a name to the face, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
A lot of time you talk to people on YouTube and emails and Christ knows what, and you've no idea. People come over talking to you, and you're like, you've no idea who they are. They mention you're like, oh Christ! And isn't it funny how people never seem look how you'd imagine when you chatted to people online and that, like, and they know you never seem look how you think they're going to do.
So don't be shy. Come and say hello.
Say hello.
Come and have a drink with us.
We don't bite. Well, not hard anyway. Just nibble.
So I don't know whether anyone's seen any of the test drives. What have we put up? I don't even know where we're up to.
We've not actually put any up yet, have we?
I'm still in Scottish mode.
Still in living the dream in Scotland.
Oh, it was funny in Scotland. I was acting quite foolish at parts with all the Scottish guys trying to make fun of you with kilts on.
All fun and games, all fun and games. Oh, well kept, that is.
I know, yeah. It's probably only just been groomed.
It's tremendous, that. Yeah, so there's not a great deal else planned for this year, unless something pops up at last minute. A lot of it depends on weather this time of year, doesn't it? But somebody made a comment on YouTube, and it's quite a valid comment, really. And I can't remember her name now either, on about the test rides and that. And it's just the way it is. We're not putting them up for review anything. It's I'm not there. I just like riding bikes. It's the matter with YouTube. You've got to keep putting videos up, whether they're good, bad, shit, whatever. Whether you approve of it or not, you've got to keep putting videos up. And it's sometimes I'm born idle at times. Like yesterday, I was going to go out on. It was going to be tin on tour yesterday. Yeah.
I know, yeah, without me.
All cameras charged up and everything. I thought, right, so I'll go good old ride out tomorrow. And got up. I'd worked Saturday. Been a long old day Saturday. Got up and I can't be arsed. Ended up watching British Superbikes at last round at Brands Hatch. Scott Redding World Championship. So ended up watching that. And you know what? I should have got out. The weather was nice and that, but it's, you know what, when you do a lot of touring and that, riding local just doesn't seem to do as much as it used to. I used to love doing a bit of the old local stuff, but you get a bit.
Oh, you'll have to do the roads in Edinburgh, babe. When I was driving home today, they were amazing. Absolutely, and there was quite a lot of bikers out as well.
Nice up there though, like when you
This
come off
morning.
the M6, like say onto A7 and all that, it is nice up
yeah.
there. Like I say, I used to live in Dumfries, like, so I know roads are great up there. Oh, it's hardly round the corner, is it?
Well, it reminded me of when we went to get off our first bike
I know,
together,
we
you
rode
and me.
up to, we didn't ride up anywhere, we drove to Edinburgh in a van and got
In a van, yeah.
got Susie the GSX 1400.
Crack of
Went
dawn.
up first thing in the morning, we was back for tea time, but we went up, I think we went about 4 o'clock in the morning, went up to Edinburgh, picked the GSX up and come back. It was great, and then she lived in Kitchen at the new house. Yeah, took the
She
patio
did.
doors off and that, made a bit of a ramp, got her at Kitchen, and she lived there for a while. It was all good.
So yeah, when I was walking around Edinburgh, I remember you and I with the guy trying to find a bank so we could get all the money for
I
him.
was doing a bank transfer, and I'm going back a bit now. You didn't really do it on the phone like you do now, and it's just nothing. When we did that, like
Yeah.
37 years, whatever it was, when we did that, it was you had to go through bank and put a code in and create and all as well. But it worked out. It all worked out.
Oh yeah, it worked out. It was great,
Yeah.
wasn't it? I don't know what time of year was that. Can you remember?
I have no idea. I think that was another beginning of the season. I think it was like February, March, when it was early on in the year, I think.
Yeah.
I'm sure weather was a bit crap coming home as well, and we said we was glad we went in van. It's nice having a bit of fun, isn't it, folks?
Oh, it was brilliant to get back on board.
It's mad, you've got to make an effort, get out sometime, don't you? You need to start doing that a bit more. It's just it's when you look at my, like, it's a bit chilly and all that. When you're on it, it's great, it doesn't, because I've put lining back in my jacket, I've got my winter gloves on, the old winter gloves on. Put lining back in jacket, I've only got a t-shirt on underneath. 9 degrees when we set off, so it wasn't that bad, but it's good. Once you're out, it's great. It's just dragging your ass off couch and then getting out. Well, we're going to get a brew.
Aye, why not? Why not?
Why not? Why not indeed? Do you want to jump
Hey,
on?
try and wake me up. Hang on, you're miles away off this curb.
It's a further step up for you, though, isn't it, babe? I want to start. Oh, I know where we'll start. We're in gear. We're still in gear. Now we're not.
Hey,
Look at how far this car
better.
comes. Oh, we're on green as well. Look at that. You know what, folks? Never get through them lights. Always stop for them lights. But yeah, I've got Millennium here now. Go and have a brew. Bit of not do, won't it?
I'm Phil and Sean in with all the stories of being in Scotland this weekend. We have crammed so much in Friday, Saturday, Sunday, me and Ellie.
You've got to do, aren't you? You're going to travel all the way up there yet as well.
I'm going to have to show you some of the pictures so you can. You've got to go to Edinburgh. Anyone who's not been to Edinburgh, got to go to Edinburgh.
I've only ever done flying visits there.
It's a fantastic place.
Let's see if we can reverse here.
Beep, beep,
Oh,
beep,
yeah.
beep, beep, beep.
That would reverse beepers then, babe.
We're not on the gold wing here, babe.
Oh, we're alright. It's downhill a bit there, so I'm doing the L reverse. We're alright.
Okay, let me jump off.
Right, do you want to jump off? Right, I think it is brew time, folks. Oh, yeah.
We're going to see loads of them, aren't we, when we tour, babe?
We go to America, yeah. There's all over the place. So what we'll do, while we're here, like we know what we're doing, we'll throw a disc lock on. Don't usually bother, folks, but we're in St. Helens. Sorry, folks, everybody else is from St. Helens, but I think you know the script, don't you?
I'm sure you don't want these gloves. You keep dropping them on the floor.
I know, yeah. Every time I put my gloves down, they fell off. I've hardly worn them. I hate winter gloves. But if you've watched our channel, you'll know that I suffer with bad hands, with cold. My hands are bloody cold now, but they didn't feel cold when I had gloves on.
you want to take that remote off, babe?
I'll take the remote off. I'll unplug the ciggy lighter, which has been charging phone up. Take keys out of ignition.
It's nice and clean, babe.
I know, I tell you what, that took some cleaning after the tour, didn't it? It was a right bloody state. It was a right state. I'm ready for a brew myself.
All safe, good. Italian. Is that a new make? They're nice designs, though, aren't they? You're not open? Alright, cool. Where do you want to sit? Do you want to sit in or out? Nice, isn't it?
Lovely. 1000L or whatever it's called. Oi. Do you want to get on, babe?
Whee. Yep, I'll climb on. Watch me climb on. Oh, I'm stiff today, babe.
You're a bit stiff.
I'm a bit stiff. Oh dear.
That long drive home, innit?
Aye.
Oh, folks, had a chip butty. Chip butty at Millennium.
Yeah.
Living the dream, eh? Chip butty.
The diet has totally gone out the window.
Starting again tomorrow, though. As they always. Oh, you got to have a weekend off every now and again, haven't you? Well, just a quick one today, folks. Just making sure everything's working and get a bit sick of all this. Get a bit sick of all this 1 second video and losing loads of footage. So, hopefully, that's all a thing of the past now, with a bit of luck.
And my new selfie stick.
Yeah, Faye's got a selfie stick with the drift on now. She's not got the camera pointing in my direction, but it'll be alright. She has no concept of which way the camera's facing, you know, how it's angled. Like that's probably filming us now. But she'll have the camera up and look at it and it's filming sky or anything else. It's not filming anywhere near us. So that's not so bad now. A few people asked how we're getting on with Africa Twin. Absolutely love it. Ergonomic wise, it really suits me down to ground. And they said, how's it compared to GS? They're two different bikes, really.
I know. People have asked me that about being on the back. How does it compare? You know, it's
If you want to do millions and millions of miles, like say 2 up, fully loaded, the GS probably is a better bike.
Or the Gold Wing even.
Yeah, well, I'll say, the Gold Wing even for doing that, but they're not much in this. Like, so this is what we did when we did our tour. It was perfect. We've done 5,000 mile on it now. It's never missed a beat. It's been absolutely stonking. That's all you need of a bike, isn't it?
Certainly is, babe. This one's got a bit of sex appeal though, hasn't it?
Yeah, it looks nice, you know what I mean? Well, you know what? Who was it? Oh, I was watching something the other day. That saying that if when you're walking away from your bike, if you don't look right round and look at it, you bought the wrong bike, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it does the Africa Twin, the Adventure, it does sit well. Although the GS Adventure that we had, that sat well. I'd have any of them. Honestly, I'm not that. It's a bike with 2 wheels and an engine. I'm not that thingy with them, you know. There's a lot of people that's really brand loyal, aren't they? And they won't have a bad thing said about the GS or the Honda or the Kawasaki or whatever. And as I said before, if you went on some of them forums before you bought a bike, whether it be the GS forum, the Africa Twin forum, Versus forum, Tenere forum, whichever, you wouldn't end up buying it. Because I've come off the Africa Twin one now, I'm just sick of hearing crap on it. I same with the GS one, I was on the GS forum, and all it got was people slagging the bike off, saying, oh, it's broke, this is broke, that's broke, this doesn't work, that's always failing. And we've had two, never had a problem. And people say with this, oh, it's got rust and everything. We've done 5,000 miles, it's been rotten, we've been abroad twice on it, it's been soaked, and there's not a mark on it. But I'm sure half of them don't actually own the bikes, they're just on the forum, just to diss the bike that it is. But that's human nature for you, isn't it? People are always seem to want to drag something down. Just get what you like. Like I said, we've done 5,000 miles on this now, and it's been perfect. It still runs like brand new, virtually, isn't it? Like, what the people were saying, like, oh, it's this, it's that, it's the other. Oh, never had to adjust the chain. Only thing I'm doing, like I said, we've got the stuff for going tubeless, I've just not got around to doing it yet. Once that's done, I'll be completely happy with it then. That's my only gripe. The new one, the 2021, the Adventure comes with tubeless wheels. That's my only gripe with this, it not having tubeless wheels. For a bike that's so heavy that's really going to spend a lot of its time, or most of its time on the road, I think it should have been tubeless anyway. But I'll go take care of that, or we'll sort it out one way or the other. So, touch wood.
Right.
We've not had any problems up to now. 5,000 miles, not had any punches. And tell you what, these tyres are wearing well. Bridgestones, they're A41s. They grip like out. They really do grip well in dry. Not had any problems in wet either. But the back one's still pretty newish looking. It's like, you think, well, are they ever going to wear? But it's like a lot of tyres. It'll probably just wear all of a sudden.
Yeah.
They look really, really good, then one day I think, oh Christ, it's squared off. But we've been 2 up on this, fully loaded, both tours, been to Europe twice, and the tyre's still great, Nick. Can't fault it. I'll definitely have them again.
What make are they again?
Bridgestones, they're A41s, I think they're called. I'm not that thingy, we're saying. Been riding 30 odd years, and I've never really had a bad tyre. The only time I had one, I think they were D207s on a GSXR that I used to have, and they were great to drive, but in wet, they were terrible in wet. But they're the only times I've ever complained about any tyre. I've never had a tyre other than that, and I've had all sorts. I've never had a tyre that's like I'd said, you know, was a bad tyre. That's the same. I think people get brand loyal with tyres as well. But if it suits you and you enjoy it, well, fill your boots. Anyway, folks, we're going to love you and leave you. Thanks for joining us. If you do like it, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, put a comment on. We do answer all comments. First, still got the camera facing right way, but we'll be alright. Just needs tilting up a bit. But anyway, yeah, so we do answer all comments and that. There is a burn down here. Oh, house isn't on fire. Come back, Sam. We'll catch you a bit. See you later.
Bye.